Miss the Seasons, Missouri, My Dying Town by Tragicfabricofourdreaming. Summary. Crackfic, where Odie and Party use time travel to modern-day New York and meet Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson would be the first to admit the world was unbelievably fucked up, but this was new. A fully grown man in clothes that had Percy's brows furrowing. I mean, God above, was that like a skirt? And everyone around him seemed to not notice it at all, like he was a normal guy. It had to have been the mist. Considering Annabeth hitting his side when he stopped walking complete and utter surprise, he supposed, if nothing else, he wasn't the only one witnessing this. Are you? He asked. Mostly rhetorical, but Annabeth cut him off anyway, pushing past. Excuse me, she called towards the man in the weird outfit. He's got a sword hanging at his side. Hello, Annabeth calls, trying to catch up with the man who keeps trying to randomly stop people on the side of the road. Annabeth catches him. Her hand goes out to grab him, and Percy jumps in, separating them a second before the man pulls up the sword. Percy pulls on. The people on the street don't so much as flinch. Percy wishes he was as lucky as they were. Where am I? The man demands an answer. And gods above, Percy debates on just stepping into oncoming traffic. Seriously, the gods needed to pay him so much more to deal with everything that happened. New York, Percy says. New what? The man repeats, sounding confused. Where's Ithaca? I need to go home. I need to see my wife. Ever heard of Google Maps? Percy asks before he can stop himself. Honestly, it's a little mean considering demigods couldn't even use technology anyways, and if this man were like women anyways, which the myths seem to be promoting, then he wouldn't know what that is anyways. Google, huh? Percy goes to say something again, but Annabeth hits him hard in the arm. It gets him to shut up at least. What's your name? Annabeth asks. Nobody, is the man's response. Percy snorts. What are you, the myth of Odysseus? He means it as a joke. The man's face falls, and he jumps back to avoid the sword being swung in his face. How did you know my name? The man, Odysseus, demands. Oh my gods, Annabeth says breathlessly, a smile on her face. Percy, that's... Yep, I've gathered. What the hell are you doing in the future? Percy asks. What? Odysseus says. Odysseus, someone yells. The man looks in time to catch someone else running to his side. Polites, Odysseus says when the man Polites speaks. Where are we? Who the hell is he? Percy asks, pointing at Polites. My partner. Yes, he's my partner, Odysseus says quickly. Wait, you're gay? Percy asks. Percy wraps an arm around his girlfriend's side and drags her far enough away from the two others. We need to help them, Annabeth tells him. Help them? How? We don't know time travel, do we? He asks. She looks at him with a glare. Come on, seaweed brain, they're probably here for a reason. Wise girl, whatever reason they're here for is so above our understanding, we shouldn't be doing this. Doing this? What, you mean helping them? Come on, seaweed brain, what's the worst that can happen? I can think of a few things, he retorts, but sighs, relenting. Fine, we can help them get to camp, but after that, we let Mr. D deal with it. Deal? Annabeth just rolls her eyes, and if Percy wasn't so smitten and trustful of her, he'd walk away. Instead, he interlinks their hands. If you asked Percy whose fault this was, he wouldn't know who to blame. His fault? Maybe. His godly parent was Poseidon after all, and it was well known him and Odysseus had problems, to say the least. Odie, don't threaten the kid, Polites tried to soothe Odysseus. Your dad killed all of my men, he says angrily. Towards Percy, Blade pressed up against him. He really wished he knew where Annabeth had ran off to right now. The way Odysseus spits the term dad really spoke volumes. Well, I never said he was a good guy, Percy says desperately. It's not my fault I'm his kid. Greet the world with open arms, Polites says pointedly. you're an infant off of a wall, Poe. I think I'm way past that, Odysseus responds. Yeah, well, Zeus is a bitch, and he's not an infant. Polites pushes between the two of them, pulling the blade away from Percy. Percy breathes a sigh of relief. Oh, Zeus? That guy hates me. No, I did make him and the gods pay child support, Percy says. No hard feelings, he promises. Odysseus and Hennebeth finally he promises Odysseus as Annabeth finally makes her reappearance. Anything interesting happen? She asks, looking at Percy. Nope, Percy says, popping the pea and so clearly lying. So I talked to camp, and they said we can take the boyfriends here, there, and then they'll deal with it, Annabeth tells them. Sure it's going to be safe? Polites asks them. Nothing with us is ever safe, Percy says. Literally ever, Annabeth adds. Aren't you both, 14? Odysseus asks, concerned. 20, they both respond at the same time. Where are your parents? Aren't you children of the gods? Why don't they protect you? Annabeth shrugs shoulders. It's just how it is, she says. Before we got them to pay child support, they didn't even claim their own kids, Percy supplies helpfully. So nothing ever changes, Polites says. Not with them, no. Now come along, lovers. We got a long journey. We're not, Odysseus goes to argue, but is shut up by Polites grabbing his arm. A silence envelops the group. Notes. Pretend relationships. We shouldn't be doing this. Time travel. So, that's fun. It's part of Solstice? Solstice 25? I did not know that. Oh, this is a new fic then. I was kind of just going through my tabs. Oh my god. I was going through the specific tag of Percy Jackson crack fics because I realized I was really low on Percy Jackson one shots and stuff like that. Probably because I kept doing them. But yeah. So I just opened this one. But that one's actually really fun. This one was silly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye.